Come on down. Oh, honey, be careful. That's a whole lot of love. That's a whole lot of Rosie. Oh, well, hello. I'm hoping this goes through. They played a little game last time, so we're going to go through this again. Of course. You always got the green, and sometimes you got to stop, drop, and roll. Drop. I always like that. When I seen that at that sale, I had to have it. Of course, and then there's... My grandma always had a way of talking in parables and illustrations and through her artwork. You see the little baby buffalo right there, and then the mommy, and then there's, looks like Sitting Bull. It might be Girona. Nah, that's Sitting Bull. I've always liked that one. Of course, these are, I know those are tacky, but tacky, pun intended. Not. Didn't even realize I like this one. This one and this one. Look at he's just... The natural world bears signature of a supernatural creator. Even the, not only the lilies of the field, in this case the blackberries, the birds in all their array, even Solomon. And look, he's speaking it right into existence. Look at, so are they. Just bringing it right on in. We're going to see if this doesn't chime in. I'm going to rerun it. Rerun. Got this furniture just like brand new. Brand new. Brand new. What a blessing. What a blessing. Of course, they hate it when we flex our bow. They don't like it. Grab my coffee. Oh yeah, this has been kind of buggered up. Some wisdom we'll read here in a few. Some tea. Oh, there it is. That's what I want to hear. That's the first indication. Some Aguina. Shillelagh. Clean this up a little bit. Wow. Clean this right up. Right up. Mr. Clean up your act. Mr. Steen. Clean up your act. And I'm going to get me a new cover for my bed. That's also my grandma Marge painted that. Let's see what else we got here. Then I'm going to run one from my computer. It's our little smoker. I got two of them. Like I said, that one when I was looking the other day at the other logs, and something else that caught my mind, which you guys probably already know. They said you just can't let it conceive and give birth. But you know, God speaks in many different ways through different means and avenues. And look at that. It all just kind of wrote itself. And then I'm going to get it put away in a week or so. I always do a relief cut in the cedar. That way you won't get a bunch of cracks. That's that square D. I showed you that square D on the last segment. I didn't change this. This is 157. It's actually 158 technically, but who's counting? Yep. Greek, where it's supposed to be. And then here's that loon, just like loom. Everything's that queen loon. I never did trust her. I never did. And you know, that's something, because that's who he said has to die. That's what he said. He said that. Old target right on her. She sits on many waters. In the balance. Even scales. That beaver, he is not too happy about it. And there's the bear. You know, this is at This is real significant right there. And then there's a piece that goes right in here. And that's what I would have imagined Sasquatch to look like. Of course, something was watching me when I was harvesting this over there. And it took me a long time. I took my time, and I didn't waste anything. And wouldn't you know? And don't you know, when I went over to the woods, there was the top of a cedar tree that was fresh. And I know it was fresh because, well, I work in the woods, and I know how this foliage, wilts, and I just know, you can see it. It was stuck in a stump, as God is my judge and witness. Of course, thou shalt not lie. In a stump, from over here, from where they have harvested some trees, you could tell probably 100 years ago. I think Colleen was telling me about that had been harvested a long, long time ago. It was in the records when Kapowsin, before the city burned it down. They burnt this town down. It was all over water. Electron, the water rights. But yeah, it was stuck. The top of the cedar tree. It looked like something just literally just popped the top off, just like it was a little dandelion, and popped the top right off it and stuck it in a tree that was, gosh, probably 3 feet in diameter. Huge, way bigger than that stump, probably 3 times that size. And you see how that one's starting to rot out? But the outside, the bark is staying. Well, that'll eventually rot out if it's left, and it'll cup out, and it'll be like a bowl inside. Well, that was, about 4 feet, about 2.5, 3 feet tall. And that cedar, where I go into that trail every day, where those rocks I said were set up on those trees, those cut down trees, it was stuck in a rotted out stump. This fresh, just picked. And I thought to myself, wow. It was the same thing I thought when those bottles that I were digging up out of the dump site over there. I was like, they were sitting on that trail. There was 2 of them, and they had been cleaned. Like somebody had washed them and left them for me. Craziest thing. Pretty cool, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna keep rerunning this because it's been playing quite the games. But look, here's the kitchen. I had to buy me a new microwave, just like I said about mattresses. It's something that I want to preferably buy new, a mattress, if I'm going to be sleeping on it. But when you hear words like, when you're buying a secondhand mattress, for me anyway, when you hear words like, you look or search for words like, guest room, lightly used, this and that. And then here's the guy got this here. I didn't pay much for that. This is the guest room, actually. And I'll go, in case you guys didn't get the first one. And then here's our little washer and dryer. He's got the presidential suite. This is probably where the guests will be using the bathroom. And then out here, this is what I've been occupying my time. This and running around. This does not fit in there, so I had to take it all apart, this Bowflex. But at least we got a back porch, which is a blessing. And I'll just have to, I don't really want to have to work out here, but it'll save me that YMCA bill every month. Is what it'll do. It'll save me the YMCA bill. The only thing I'll use that for, if I got that Bowflex now, is going swimming. Love to swim. Alright, so I'm going to shut this down, and I'm going to try my computer again. And see if that works. Alright, love you guys. You have an awesome day. A blessed day. And thank you for your prayers, man. I've been feeling them like, it's amazing. It's amazing on how as spiritual beings, when we're absolutely just in that loom, Notice how it's a loon, queen loon, and then we got loom. We got that vertical, we got that loom, that plumb line. We walk true. And everything we just get, we're that fabric, that thread that gets woven in. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, I love you guys. You have a good morning. I'm gonna be running this. Got to run and do a few more things. But I'm still, this is my priority because, like I said, I'm just led to. All right, love you guys. Have a good day.